Hi, this is Tiski from EST Academy. I'll talk in this video about applying manufacturing overhead and what is the predetermined overhead rate. So first let's talk about how we can enter manufacturing overhead cost using journal entries. Let's assume that we have indirect labor cost of $20,000 and indirect material cost of $5,000. So to record the first transaction, we will debit manufacturing overhead account of $20,000 and we'll credit, let's say, wages payable with $20,000. And here I will keep track of the manufacturing overhead account. So we have a debit of $20,000. Then to register the second transaction, we will debit manufacturing overhead $5,000 and the credit let's say raw material inventory of $5,000. So we have another credit of $5,000. Okay, now we knew how to add the journal entries to account for the manufacturing overhead costs. Okay, how would we apply these costs to products? So the balance of manufacturing overhead at the end of the period should be 0. So because we are adding things here, when cost incurred, costs will go to here. But how we would apply manufacturing overhead to products? We can do that with what we call the predetermined overhead rate. So we have the predetermined overhead rate. What is the predetermined overhead rate? It's an estimation of the manufacturing overhead cost, the total overhead cost, and the measure of that we will use to calculate the rate. So for example, in this company, they have estimated that the total manufacturing overhead would be $150,000 during the period, and they have choose that okay, we will apply manufacturing overhead to products based on labor hour cost or labor hour time. So they may choose different things, labor hour, machine hour, whatever they choose, they will give us the total number of labor hour or machine hour they used. So they have estimated also that they will incur or will have a total of 30,000 labor hours. Okay, so how we can calculate the predetermined overhead rate? We'll take the total estimated manufacturing overhead cost, which is 150,000. We divide it by the total labor hour, 30,000, and that will give us $5 per labor hour. So how we would apply it? We will apply manufacturing overhead using the predetermined overhead rate. So let's see. For example, we have a product that will require 4 hours of labor. So to apply the overhead, we will take the total hours required by this product multiplied by the predetermined overhead rate per labor hour of 5, and that will give us 20. So $20 of cost will be added to this product for manufacturing overhead cost, and when we apply it to this product, we will have a credit here of the amount. So each time we apply this cost to any product, we will have a credit in manufacturing overhead T account. I hope this is clear. If you have any question about the predetermined overhead rate or how you can make the journal entries for manufacturing overhead, please contact us at estacademy.ca and we will be happy to help you. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.